Okay, so our next question says, find the exact value of tan pi over 6 plus pi over 4. Okay, so to do this, we should first state the formula, or like the tan identity of so a rule, which is, I'll just write down the question. And so it's pi over 6 plus pi over 4. Okay, so we have, so given the identity, we can say that it's tan. So the formula for a tan, an identity for tan is tan A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B all over 1 minus tan A and B. So this is the formula for a tan function, or an identity for tan. And so we can basically use this in order to find answer. So we can basically rewrite this by saying, tan of pi over 6 plus pi over 4 is equal, so let's just say that tan A in this case is pi over 6 and B is pi over 4. So we just substitute it into this equation. We have tan pi over 6 plus tan pi over 4 all over 1 minus tan pi over 6 and tan pi over 4. Okay. So further evaluated, we know that tan pi over 6, which is basically tan of 30, right? So if you say, so keep in mind that pi is equal to 180. If you recall that pi tan of 30 is 1 over root 3. Okay. And so you're adding, and tan pi over 4 is 1, which is so 45. So it's going to be 1. And then you have 1 minus tan pi over 6, which is also 1 over root 3. And you multiply this with 1. And so in the numerator, what we have is 1 plus root 3. We just take the common denominator by root 3. And then you have all over, so you have 1 minus, and then you have 1 minus 1 root 3. And then if I want to take a common denominator right here, you could say 1 plus root 3 over root 3, and all this divide this by root 3 minus 1 over. Okay, I just took the common denominator in this case, and which is root 3, and so then I just multiplied and then got this fraction in the denominator. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to further simplify this, and we have, so if you do the top, basically have you basically get what we can do here, so 1 plus root 3 over root 3, and so if I want to flip this, you have times root 3 over root 3 minus 1, right? So this root 3 gets cancelled. You can basically cross it out, and you have root 3 plus 1 over root 3 minus. So then now what we're going to do, we're going to rationalize this function. And what I mean by that, so write down. And what we're going to do here, we're going to basically, what I mean by this, so just we basically have so okay, so I'll just write this out. Tan pi over 6 plus pi over 4 plus pi over 4, and then what you have, we got root 3 plus 1 over root 3 minus 1, right? And to rationalize this, what we're going to do, multiply this whole fraction by the numerator. So root 3 plus 1 and root 3 plus 1. Okay, we're going to multiply it by both the numerator and the denominator. And what we get here, we have root 3 plus 1 squared, right? If you multiply the top and the bottom. So now we get the bottom, which is going to be root 3 plus 1 root 3 and so further we can further evaluate this. However, if you guys recall, this is a perfect square, so the formula for this would be a plus b squared, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And so we can rewrite that as root 3 squared plus 2 root 3 plus 1 squared, right? If you break the formula, and you have here root 3 plus 1 root 3 minus 1. Okay, and if you basically square root 3 or any root, it's basically going to be itself. So 3 plus 2 root 3 plus 1, and you have here so if you look at the denominator, this basically resembles a square minus b squared. So you can say that squared, and so you can further simplify this by, so we have 3 plus 2 root 3 plus 1, right? You can further simplify the bottom. However, I said that if you square a root, the root gets cancelled out with the square, and you just left with that number, 9. So in this case, 3. 1 squared is 1, and then we basically have 3 minus 1. And if you want to simplify this more, so you have 3 plus 1, which is 4, plus 2 root 3, and the denominator you have 2. Okay, and so we can further simplify this by canceling out the 2 here, and you have, or you can divide this also, and this with 2. So you have 2 plus 2. And so finally our answer is tan pi over 6 plus pi over 4 is equal to 2 plus I've got 2 plus